things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special team.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Carolina.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Buccaneers have it. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Matt Ryan with 3 touchdown passes there. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. All day, Adrian Peterson with 2 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. 2 touchdown passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 25 on second down, Bridgewater. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. Third down here.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
10 at their own 8-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 79 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Makes the score.
Right from the word go.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, it's Bridgewater. It's incomplete.